Hi guys, welcome. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to transform this image into a vibrant spring image. Stay tuned. My name is Trish. If you're ready, let's begin. Before we begin, I want to name this image fall, and I'm going to create a duplicate. So I'm going to click on the layer and I'm going to drag it to our duplicate layer icon, and I'm going to name the copy spring. And now what I'm going to do is turn off our fall layer. So the first thing we're going to do is click on our spring layer, and I'm going to go to the adjustments and I'm going to choose curves. And then in my curves, what I want to do is change the RGB to green, and I'm going to begin to take it up. Now I know you're thinking, what is she doing? I mean, the face of the subject is green. Don't worry, we're going to use the layer max to take off that portion of our subject. So with that, what we're going to do is pick my brush tool. There's already a layer mask that has been generated for us, and with my black, my foreground as black. As you know, when it comes to layer masks, white reveals and black hides. In this case, we want to hide the curve adjustment layer that we apply to our image of our subject. So I'm going to pick my brush with my foreground black. I'm going to increase my brush head, and I'm going to begin to paint over our subject. So the next thing we're going to do is to add a color balance. So to do that, we are going to go back to our adjustment, and I'm going to choose color balance. And with this option, we can move our slider for our cyan, magenta, and yellow. So what I want to do is to move my cyan to the right. I want to keep it at 27. And the magenta, I'm going to take it to the left and maybe around 11. And the yellow, I'm going to take it a little bit to the right so we can get some richness, maybe 72. I think that's okay. And I'm going to collapse. When we apply the curved layer, what I did was I used the layer mask to get rid of the color on the subject. Now with the color balance that I just added, we're going to do the inverse. I'm going to keep the color on the subject, and everything beyond the subject is going to get erased. And we're going to use the same technique, which is the layer max. So with our layer max already selected for us, and I'm going to press Control, but then go to my curve layer, and I'm going to click within my layer max. And as you can see, the inverse of the layer max for the curve has been selected for us. So now I can go in and erase the area that I don't want the color balance effect applied to. So with our brush tool already selected, I'm going to just erase in this area. I'm going to increase my brush head, and I'm just going to quickly erase this area, and I'm going to press Ctrl D to deselect. Now when I zoom in, you see that there are some areas that I need to paint over so we can see more of the green. So I'm going to go to our curve layer, and I'm going to make sure that I have my whites, which reveals, and I'm just going to paint over this area so we can reveal all the green in this area. So now that we have this, the last thing we're going to do is use our brightness and contrast adjustment layer. I'm going to click on our spring layer and I'm going to go to image adjustment and I'm going to choose brightness and contrast. And I'm just going to increase the contrast. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on all three layers. I'm going to group it by clicking it down to our group layer icon. And now everything has been grouped for me. And I'm going to show you quickly the before and after. If I click, this is the before and now this is the after. So what I want to do is to add a little bit more richness. So I'm going to go back into our group layer. And what I want to do is to add one more. I'm going to add one more layer, which is levels. And I'm going to just increase. I'm just going to bring this in so we get some vibrant richness to our image. And I'm going to collapse this. And once again, this is the before. And as you can see, this is the after. So with our image almost complete, what I want to do is to go in and then using my layer max, reveal the greenery in these little grass that is in front of our subject. So I'm just going to fast forward so you can see the finished product. So just hold tight. I'll be right back. I hope you did like this tutorial and it's something that you are going to try. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this tutorial. Please like, comment. Don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell. Come on, you can do it now. Why wait any further? After all, you keep coming back, so it must be a good channel. Thanks in advance for subscribing. And as always, see you next time. Bye.